let me check my volume. All right, I should be good. All right, you guys, what you're seeing here is my little saucepan. And oop, I'm drooping. Sorry. Oops. Now I have to pause for a minute to put this back up. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, my saucepan here, and in it there is a quart size bag worth of my bone broth that I make quite regularly when I have the bone carcasses, because again, just goes in the electric pressure cooker with all of my veggie scraps and water and bay leaves, you know, garlic, and boom, like, it's delicious. It's so good. And I just really, really like the flavor of it. And basically, it's free. Like, it's free broth because the things that we bought the chicken for, right, was already, and the veggies for, were already used. And I guess normal people just throw out the bones and things like that. It is not a normal thing to do to save the bones to make your own bone broth. But like I mentioned just now, it's free. This bone broth is free. So like, why throw out that stuff if you could just make it? Anyway, so the heat is on and I am melting it down. And I have been looking for my garlic press and I don't know what the people in my home have done with it. I really don't. So I think I just might have to dice up my garlic myself, which is not the end of the world. So, grab a cutting board and a knife. And if you had like minced garlic, you could totally just that too. But anyway, I made this for lunch yesterday, and it was so good that I decided I was going to do it again. I really like it. Plus, we've got all that chicken to use. Look, I'm using a steak knife. Like, get my act together, right, Katie? It'd be so much easier to use the Santuco, but it wasn't in the drawer. It's probably over in the drying rack. I'm just mincing up the garlic. So we have all that chicken to use, and the chicken wraps we made last night in that video, oh my gosh, so good. So good. And my husband said it was nice and refreshing to have because it was a warm day. So as a reminder, the roasted chicken was done in my air fryer, so I didn't have to heat up my kitchen. Then I took the meat off the bones, which I still have quite a bit of meat left. I used some of the meat yesterday for a chicken noodle soup. I'm going to throw the bones in water and with my stock, my veggie scraps, to make more stock just like this. And I'm going to use a little bit of chicken in with this. And I'm going to save enough chicken for tonight's meal. One more meal, I think. So I think we might get a grand total of 5 meals with that. So in there, you guys, I'm kind of like a frugal old shopper. And over last fall, I happened to grab this bag of dried mixed vegetables. that's non-GMO, kosher, allergen-free, blah, 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 all the things. And so into the broth, I am going to do just a nice big scoop. Nice big scoop of veggies. These are the dried veggies. Cheaper to get this for stuff like this rather than getting fresh. And here is, oh my goodness, the tag's covering it. Wouldn't you know? Let me try to peel this off. I can see bell pepper, onion, carrot, celery, tomatoes, potato. That's what I can see in the bag. That's what's in this that I just put in there. So I'm going to let that rehydrate in there. I've got my chicken stock in there. I'm going to grab my bowl of, actually, this is how much chicken is left. So I'm probably going to just use one, like that, to be honest with you, because the rest I will put over a garden salad tonight. And then I'll use cheese tonight for more. But for that, and then I'm also going to take a couple of my really long, it's really weird noodles. Look how long these are. You ready? Isn't that awesome? So I'm going to take a couple of these really long noodles and break them up in here. You could use whatever noodles you want that you have on hand. These are just some of the pasta I happen to have on hand. So that's what I'm using. And I'm just going to first heat up the broth, rehydrate those noodles, cook the garlic that I just put in there. And then when it's done, I'm going to put the chicken on it, and that'll be my soup. So I want you to pretend that you just came home from a really, really long day, and you're like, ugh, I don't want to cook. Well, if you have stuff like this already prepared because you made it ahead of time, you already had the stock, like over the weekend, you just take the time to make the bone broth. And then instead of wasting money on something like frozen food or fast food, you bought that bag of mixed vegetables. I mean, this is going to probably take 12 minutes because melting the rest of the broth from the block of ice that it was, and then cooking the veggies and the pasta, that's all we're waiting for here, guys. So easy to do. I might actually put another thing of pasta in here. I don't know. So that doesn't seem like very much. And then your food's done. And it's delicious. And it's homemade. And it's frugal. And you're not wasting the vegetable ends anymore. And you're not wasting the chicken bones anymore. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to have the most amazing chicken noodle soup in about 12 minutes. All right, stay tuned. I'm probably going to go live tonight to show you what I do with the last bit of chicken that we have. And it's just Damon and I eating tonight because the kid's going to be at work. So dinner for two. I will talk to you later. If you have another idea of what I can do with leftover cooked chicken, throw that in the comments. I want to know what you would do with it.